Welcome in to our high school sports preview here on KXAN Live. I'm your host, Billy Gates, and alongside, as always, is Roger Wallace, the KXAN sports director. And we're getting right to it. We've got a jam-packed show for you today. We'll first go over games on our air and online. Our KBVO game of the week tonight, which Roger will be at. Hendrickson versus Leander in a 5A11 matchup at Bible Stadium. Kicks off at 7 p.m. Both teams, Roger, they've fallen on hard times lately. Leander's losers of their last 6. Hendrickson losers of their last 3. Both coming off losses last week. The Hawks lost a heartbreaker to Cedar Park, 46-45, and the Lions got demolished by A&M Consolidated, 72-0. So, as you were prepping for this game, Roger, I mean, what were you kind of maybe surprised about?
Well, it's been a long year for Leander. Clearly, they won their opener, scored a lot of points. There were some close non-district games and just came out on the wrong side of it. Talking with their head coach, Chris Price, they had 3 offensive linemen they thought were starters are down, and so typically when teams struggle like that, there might be some injuries. But this has been a program that's been kind of on the wrong side of it for a few years, and you think back to this matchup against Leander taking on Hendrickson. I think of another school kind of the same boat as Leander, and that's Pflugerville. They were the anchor schools of their school district, hence Leander ISD, Pflugerville ISD. And it was about, 15, 20 years ago, they played one of the most memorable games in the history of Texas high school football on a Thursday night at Pflugerville. Blake Gideon was the quarterback at Leander, and both of those programs have fallen victim to the growth and the addition of high schools. And certainly Leander, it's been a while since they've had a playoff caliber team. Hendrickson, you mentioned it, Billy. They're coming off a heartbreaker. They went for 2 in overtime to try to win it. If they do, they're on the right side of the playoff picture in district play with Cedar Park, because they'd be sitting at 2-2, and Cedar Park could be sitting at 1-3. So the task for them is to refocus, and now they need a lot of help with a couple of 3 weeks to go in the season to get to the postseason. But starts tonight, so we'll see. Leander can put up points. Hendrickson has hard time stopping people. Clearly, Leander has struggled doing that too. So could have a high-scoring ball game, and we'll see where the motivation comes from tonight. Also, we're back to another hot night, and this is deep into the season. Yeah. That's going to take its toll.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to see 90 degrees this late in the year ever. I mean,
no, it's tough. And a 7 o'clock start, short week. They're playing in that sun for a while, too. So I anticipate points being scored. Mm-hmm. I think it'd be a surprise if Leander can come out and get the victory, but we'll see.
Yeah, Hendrickson with wins over McNeil, Colleen Ellison, and Glenn this season. Leander picked up their win, first game of the season, 48-20 over Pflugerville, and then kind of the wheels have fallen off, as it were. So we'll see if the Lions can get back on track, or if the Hawks will, maybe do what they're supposed to do as the favorite in this game. Moving on to tomorrow night's game on KXAN.com. It's the Westlake Chaparrals, number 4 in Class 6A, according to the Dave Campbell's Texas Football Associated Press poll. I say that every week, and I screw it up every time.
It's a lot of stuff there.
a lot of words. They're playing Austin High, who 2-5 overall, 2-3 in district play. Austin High is like 5 points out of a playoff spot, if you think about it. They lose to Anderson earlier in the year, 17-14. They beat Bowie by 4 points, 31-27, and then they lose to Buda Johnson by 1. Looks like a couple weeks ago. Man, I mean, this Maroons team, let you kind of think they're starting to get back into where they need to be for like that 4th playoff spot, kind of shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, and that's such a tough district because of the established programs in it. And we had a game last year with Austin High at Buda Johnson, and it looked like, gosh, how can Austin High hang with this team, one of the better teams in the area? And it was a really close ball game. So to your point, they've had some nice moments this year under Bernard Riley. Unfortunately, I think tomorrow night it's just, Westlake is what Westlake is. They're on their way to a district title. They're on their way to the number 1 seed in the big school in Division I, and I don't think anything's going to change anything when it comes to Division I and Division II, which is at this point what we kind of look at in 6A, because Del Valle is the only one that can knock Westlake down to Division II, and they're not in the playoff contention. So you're pretty much set. Westlake and Lake Travis are going to be D1, and then the other two, Dripping Springs and Bowie right now, would be the D2. And over there in 25 6A, you've got Drew Sanders and Vandergrift closely watching because they'd like to avoid Westlake. And if they go D2 the way it's kind of set up right now that's a mess over there.
Yeah. That was the next thing I wanted to get to. Real quick, though, about Westlake. Last week, they beat Dripping Springs 27-14.
That was a good ball game.
Nice game. Yeah, great game. Sophomore quarterback Reese Weiss. I think he showed everybody that he's not just a drop back guy. Like, he can run the football. Finishes 15 of 20 passing, 209 yards. No touchdowns passing. However, 18 rushes, 59 yards, 3 touchdowns against the Tigers there. Jack Kaiser, 13 carries, 41 yards, and 7 receptions, 47 yards. The reigning district MVP doing his all-around performance, doing his thing. And Austin's coming off of a 27-14 win over Aikens.
Well, and I think that speaks to the handprint that Todd Dodge has on the program. The quarterbacks, they develop them so well, and even though he's not the head coach for the second year, he still does his quarterback camps. He's close to that program. And my guess is any young quarterback in that school district at one point or another will get some guidance from Todd Dodge. So it's not surprising that they have another quarterback that can step in and maybe not be the same as a Paxton Land, but at least, not lose a game for them or be a detriment. And it sounds like just the opposite here as they continue to roll through quarterbacks.
That game, 7:30 kick at House Park. The broadcast on KXAN.com will begin at 7:20. With Joe Taylor and Ricky Doyle on the call as usual for the Westlake broadcast crew there. And let's go back to 6A 25. This just
get out your Rubik's Cube and your abacus.
Mess.
Yeah.
I mean, like we said earlier, Vandergrift at the top 4-0. Round Rock having a nice resurgence after some would say a disappointing non-conference schedule.
Yeah, it was, and it was a rough one last Thursday on KBVO, as Vandergrift clearly established that unlike years past with these two schools, they are the class of not only that district, but we don't know, maybe 6A overall in Central Texas. Love to see a Westlake Vandergrift matchup. Not sure we'll have the opportunity, but they are just absolutely loaded.
Yes, I would love to see a Vandergrift DeSoto rematch. Left the 6A Division II title game last year, but I think this year's Vandergrift team is more equipped to handle a DeSoto team, which what they usually pump out. Vandergrift 4-0, Round Rock 3-1, and then just an absolute mess tied for third. Vista Ridge, Westwood, Stony Point, Maynard, all 2-2, all legitimately alive for the two remaining playoff spots. And I mean, they're playing each other this week, so there's going to be movement here. I mean, it's just a thing of who's it going to be.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to separate because the 4 2-2s play each other. So we'll have 2 3-2s, 2 2-3s, and McNeil's sitting down there at 1-3, and they get Round Rock tomorrow. Now McNeil plays really good defense, and that's where the struggle's kind of been for Round Rock is on the offensive side of the ball. So if for some reason the Mavericks were to upset Round Rock, and we say upset only because of what we think who the favorite would be, then all of a sudden you've got Round Rock at 3-2 and 3 2-3s, and so and selfishly, Billy, we're looking down the road a week from today. We've got Maynard Westwood out of Kelly Reeves on KBVO, so there's a real good chance something is going to be on the line in the second last week of the season in that one for us.
Yeah, starting to get to the nitty gritty, and hopefully, like you said, selfishly, hopefully we do get a very meaningful game on.
We've had a few where we've had to struggle through a second half, so we deserve something big on the line next Thursday.
Yes, we do. Let's go to the Dave Campbell Texas Football Associated Press poll. I did it that time. I did it. I concentrated and I did it. The Class 6A top 25. Your top 12 teams, static. No movement. Austin Westlake, they're at 4. Not sure why I say Austin Vandegrift because it's in the Leander School District. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Vandegrift at 5. Lake Travis there at 11. All those holding over from last week. Weiss bumps up to 17. And let's see, I don't see Dripping there anywhere. I think they dropped them out.
Yeah, they dropped Dripping
It looks like the Woodlands moved in 25, and then Westlake's season opener opponent, Fort Bend Ridgepoint, they move into the poll at 24. Kind of interesting to see Dripping Springs drop out, even though they played Westlake pretty well.
Yeah, and again, this is just for fun and cool graphics and stuff because they'll decide it the old-fashioned way. And really, the poll is somewhat meaningless too because not all these teams can play each other in the playoffs because of Division I and Division II. But yeah, Weiss is sitting there hanging around in the teens, which doesn't matter because they should advance as the top seed, which means they'll get a home game in their first round. And they're so different because that district skews north in the playoffs, so we kind of lose sight of them a little bit more than the other ones, 25A and 26A. They go head-to-head in the first round, so that gets most of our attention. But Weiss. And then Hutto, they'll need a big finish, but how about Will Hammond, one of the top, statistically, quarterbacks in the nation when it comes to passing yardage. Pretty amazing. Number 1 in the state. So just not enough balance on that Hutto team. But still, they've got 3 weeks to try to get things sorted out and maybe make a late push. Yeah,
and Will Hammond, he's an Elite 11 quarterback, one of probably the best quarterback camp held with invite-only guys from across the nation, like really, really high-level recruits. I actually used to cover the Elite 11 camp when it was held in conjunction with the opening football camp at the Nike campus in Beaverton, up in Oregon, and it is just, I mean, you see some. Shane Buechele was there. I believe Sam Ellinger was there. There's a lot of insane talent that comes out of there.
Well,
so good for Will Hammond for being able to take part in that.
Texas Tech's they're hoping because their quarterback situation a bit of a mess. But yeah, he's having an outstanding year for the Hippos.
All right, so to recap before we take off, our KBVO game tonight, Hendrickson versus Leander, 7 p.m., Bible Stadium. Roger and Keith on the call, and is Noah doing the sidelines?
Noah will be with us, yeah.
All right,
yep.
I got
keep those officials in line.
The gang's all here. Noah could complain about the weather again tonight.
He might bring it up.
And our KXAN.com live stream game on Friday, Westlake versus Austin High from House Park, 7:30 kick, 7:20 broadcast time is when.
You didn't know, Billy? You have to say historic House Park.
Historic House Park. Excuse
part of the name.
Me. Excuse me. That's like Hayward Field up in Eugene. Like
Venerable House Park.
Roger, anything else about Week 8 here in high school football that you think the people should know?
Well, I mean, we're down to it. So playoff spots are on the line, and so it's fun just to follow it now and see how things shake out. Now you start to look at tiebreakers, and if people don't know how tiebreakers work, sometimes there's a point spread involved, so you might see a team. Why would they try to score late in the game? They're already up. Well, each district sets a point ceiling for margin for victory. So winning by 40 isn't any better than winning, say, by 17 in one district. Another district might set it at 16, 15, whatever. So they do use it, but they cap it so it doesn't get out of hand. But that's something in the last couple of weeks. If you're at a game or you're keeping track of a game, maybe next week watching our game and wonder, well, why would Team A go for it here? Because point spread actually plays a role in deciding tiebreakers in the playoffs.
Yeah, that system is good, especially when they cap it fairly low. If they
cap
it in the 15 to 20 point range, then teams aren't out there running it up or anything. But if you get a nice cushion and you need to make sure you hit that 2-3 touchdown barrier. You want to punch in with a minute left.
Go for 2 maybe, just to add another point to your total, no doubt.
Yeah, that might come back to either help or hurt you.
Yep,
depending on what situation you're in. All right, so tonight, Hendrickson, Leander, Bible Stadium, 7 p.m. on KBVO. Check it out. And then KXAN.com on Friday, Westlake and Austin High, 7:20 broadcast time start.
Getting down to it.
Getting down to it. For Roger Wallace, I'm Billy Gates. Thank you for watching, and we will talk to you again soon.